Hi everyone, welcome to another video. This one is going to be all based on painting because that's what we did when we went to the house this time. And we went over Valentine's Day weekend and the weather was pretty cold, like in the 30s and in the 20s and even colder. So the first thing we did, we got there late in the day, so there really wasn't much time to do a lot of painting, but the first thing I got started was chalk painting the cabinets in the dining room. We want to eventually replace them and do something different on that wall, probably still have some kind of shelves or a bookcase or a pantry cabinet, but for the time being I just thought I'd spruce it up by putting some chalk paint on there, and I used the Rustoleums Chalk in linen white. And so I went ahead and I didn't sand anything. I just did 2 coats of the chalk paint because it is temporary, so I didn't really worry about it being too durable, but it did hold up pretty well. So I removed all the doors and I labeled them all. So on some of them I had to remove the front piece of the drawer so that I could get behind there to remove the handles. So I removed all the handles and I used a Rustoleum Metallic paint in vintage gold, and I just spray painted all of them just to kind of refresh it. And once that was all finished and all painted, then we just put all the doors back on, we put with all the new handles, and it looked so much better. So today we're painting the cabinets. Here's the original color. It's kind of like a light wood color, but we do want to eventually get rid of these cabinets, but for now we're just going to paint them. So I started painting them white. I did go ahead and label each one so I'd remember where it goes. Okay, so the next day we got up really early and we started with our painting project, and what we had to do was, the goal was to paint over everything where the blue walls were and in the hallway that we had just primed. So we worked on painting the hallway and painting over above the kitchen where the blue wall was. We painted inside the bookshelf, and we added the new trim all around it that we had stained. We used the color Special Walnut to stain the shelves and the trim around the bookshelf, and it looks so much nicer with the wood trim against the white. So we spent the whole day painting, and once the hallway was completed, we went ahead and did all of the trim work along the baseboards and the doors and the closet cabinet in the back. We used the same color to do all of the trim. We just did it in a semi-gloss, and the walls were done in satin, and again that was the color Sherwin-Williams, which was pure white. We went ahead and I painted by the loft area right above where the kitchen was, and there is one little section we do have to go over again, because it was kind of hard even with the ladder to reach up there, because you had to kind of stand on the kitchen counters. So we also decided to go into the area where the kitchen was, like above the cabinets. We weren't planning on doing that this trip, but we finished so quick, so we went ahead and went into the cabinetry, like above the cabinets and out a little bit from the wall. You can see the color here, the new color versus the old color. And these are just some photos of the progress and what everything looks like as we were painting. I thought it would be fun to do a hyperlapse so that you can see us as we were painting. So I set the camera up and it was running for a couple of hours, and it just put everything into one clip, and you can see all the painting in the hallway. And we ended up doing 2 coats of paint, and we had to do 3 in some places. So we did all of that, we did all of the trim work, and I even did trim work up near the ceiling on the other wall by the window. We couldn't get that all in the video, but this gives you a pretty good idea of how the process went. So here you can see where I trimmed up along the ceiling and around all of the windows, and I went around the doors. And I did 2 coats of that so that when we come next time we can go ahead and just roll on the rest of the paint. So at this point we decided to take a break and take a little walk around the neighborhood and there's some woods behind our house that leads us to a trail, and we take that and we hike down to the river, and we hiked all the way down to the lake, and it was beautiful. It's all frozen over right now, so I got some really cool pictures and some videos from that, so enjoy. So the next set of pictures are just going to be all the before and afters. I went ahead and tried to find the exact type of picture in the same angle, and as you can see, just the before and after from what the house looked like when we first came that very first day, and all the pictures that I took then as to what it looks like now. There's the train and all of the decorations from that on the wall, and there it's all removed. I love the way it looks so much more open now. I love the new color. I love how the cabinets are white now, and we are going to remove that pink countertop and put a wood finish on the top, and it'll probably be in the same wood color as the shelves that are in the bookshelf. Coming up is going to be a short little video clip from what everything looked like the day we left. I like to do that so that I can have a remembrance of what everything, the status of what everything looks like. So it helps me keep track on what we're planning to do on the next visit. So enjoy this little video. Hey guys, so I just wanted to show you the finished product of when we're leaving today. So what we did was we painted this whole area where the blue wall was, and we finished the painting there. We painted the entire hallway. We added this wood trim to the bookshelf and some wood shelving. Here's the hallway. We did all of the trim work. It's just the status of what the bedrooms look like. We're gonna have a little house tour quick before we leave. This is the color we're going to paint the wall. The Sherwin-Williams color. It's called Contented. actually painted into the kitchen as well. And if you look up there, you can see the difference in color. There's the new color on the right, and it trimmed up. I trimmed it all up near the ceiling, and then when we come back next time, we can go ahead and paint the rest of the walls. There's the kitchen with those tile decals. Well, thanks everyone. That's it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying all of the videos. They're a lot of fun to make, and I really enjoyed to see the progress of how everything was when we first started to what it looks like now. We've gotten a lot accomplished just in the couple of times that we've gone. The next thing that we're going to do is be painting. We're still painting. We have to finish painting all of the walls in the downstairs, and then we'll probably move on into the bedrooms downstairs, and then the bathroom would probably be the next big job. So that's going to be a pretty big job. So I'm looking forward to working on that and sharing that video with you. Another thing we did while I was there was film some dance videos, and I'm going to share a couple of the bloopers because they are hilarious. And I had a show coming up, and I wanted to go ahead and film a video, and my whole big plan was to film it down by the lake because it looked really pretty with the ice in the background and the fog. But the next day I really had no one to help me, so I brought all my stuff in the woods and I tried to film myself, and it didn't quite go so well. So I ended up just keeping these as bloopers, and we found a new location to film the video. So that'll be a whole different video for a whole nother day, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Is this thing even off?